Hi, so we're driving back from Cleveland, Ohio for some business that Mark had to do, and been discussing a lot with a lot of people the past several months, actually, probably even longer, about choices and consequences and how it doesn't seem to matter what it is in life. We have choices and we have consequences. And that's the issues that we have right now every day in our schools and in our lives in general. And it goes really, really deep. Because the fact is, from the day we're born, we basically make the choice to live or to die. And that goes into truly living. You know, we're all put here for a reason. And once we find out what that reason is, there should be nothing stopping you from finding out what the reason is and living it to the fullest. I truly believe that I was put here to change people's lives, help people change their lives. Some of the stuff that I've been through in mine would absolutely blow your mind. Mark and I have been married for 27 years, and it was something that, you know, as a teenager you might take a little lightly. But whenever I ran into him, literally, at 14 years old, I looked at him and something came over me. As wild child as I was, I knew that was going to be the man that I was going to marry. And that meant, God forbid, you're spending the rest of your life with that person, you know? And so those are things you don't think about, how long forever really is when you make the choices that you make. And it doesn't matter, because most of the time the choices that you make are forever. You can make a choice today. If you have issues, if you have money issues, that you can sit on the couch and wait for miracles to happen. If you have weight issues, you can sit on the couch and wait for miracles to happen. If you have crazy kids and you don't know what to do with them, and they're spitting in your face and they're belching and they're doing whatever they want and they're running amok, and you're sitting on the couch doing nothing, waiting for a miracle to happen. Let's go government, you know. So many of us Americans bitch about how, when, where our country's going, but we made the choices and we suffer the consequences. Some other people made the choices and they we're all suffering the consequences. The fact is that choices and consequences go a long way. The choices that you made years ago will somehow catch up to you. When Mark and I chose to start having our babies at such a young age, you know, the best choices we ever made, the three of them. And I remember my dad always stating that he cursed me with three just like me. And I'm like, woo! I have three gorgeous, beautiful girls. They are the total thorn in my side, and they are the total rose in my life. And if you know me, if you follow me on Facebook, if you follow me on Twitter, you know this. They are truly my life. No matter what kind of drama comes up, no matter what is said, what is done, these girls are my life. And meaning that their babies and their choices and their consequences then again become my consequences. And the choices that I have to deal with is deciding whether I'm going to deal with their consequences. So your choices and your consequences can go a very long way in life, and it's one of those things you have to choose very wisely. If you have issues in money matters, then you need to choose very wisely what you're going to do to get out of it. There's many, many ways to get out of it. I wonder. So truly, the consequences that you take are the choices that you make when it comes to money matters. You might state that, you know, I get it all the time of people saying, Lori, what do you do? I want to be there. I want to do that. I want to have what you have. And the fact is that I made a lot of choices a long time ago that it wasn't going to be the life of a pauper, so to speak. There had to be things that were going to be done. Now, I've been blessed over the past 3 years to kind of take off and get some things with me straight, and some choices that I had to make to get me straight. Now, some of the consequences that I've suffered with this aren't really suffering, but the fact is I've been out of the loop for so long. My name's not out there anymore. I'm not even recognizable anymore because of the weight loss that I've done, the transformation mentally, emotionally that I've done. Probably a lot more outgoing because I have a lot more self-confidence than I did before. And even when people knew me back when I was speaking and coaching a lot, and they saw this big, huge woman coming towards them, they didn't see that. They saw me as this phenomenon, as this guru on relationships and building businesses and building business relationships. And for me, every time I looked in the mirror, all I saw was this big woman. Even though I had accomplished many things in my life, and I was doing many huge things in my life at that time, once I had the surgery, I had to take a break because that surgery happens, and unless you're some kind of super genius or superwoman of man of some sort, it takes a lot out of you mentally and emotionally, because you've been this person for so long. You've been this huge, ginormous person for so long that when the weight starts going and more people start looking at you, your whole mental anxiety shows, because all you can think is they're looking at you still saying, oh my God, look at them. They're so fat. They're so huge. We've all done it. Don't go there. It is, as a society, who we are is to look at big people. It is sad because as a huge person that I was dying. I truly was committing suicide. It was my choices that led to those consequences. So then when my choice became to go down and get fit again, still mentally and emotionally, it took a huge toll on me. When I had the surgery that I did have done to help me more emotionally, more physically, aesthetically look nicer, it had a huge toll on me as well. So the choices, the consequences that we take and we make as humans is major. If you're looking for money, there are a lot of MLM marketing stuff out there, network marketing things out there, which are not bad. Watch out for your network marketers. They're all human. They're all salespeople. They want you on their team. If they can find somebody that they think is going to do a great and amazing job on their team, they're going to fight it. No matter if you tell them you have money or you don't have the money to get in or not, they're still going to fight you on it. Unless you are able to and capable of selling ice water to Eskimos, I would suggest you not take money from these network marketers to get into a business. They buy you into the business, and then when something doesn't happen that they want to happen, and that you weren't able to produce what they thought you were going to produce, they start getting hurt, they start getting angry, upset, you maybe ruin a friendship over it, and it's just not worth it. If you want to get into some kind of network marketing stuff, I would say go for it. There are a lot of great ones out there. With the way our police department is, I'll put in a plug for prepaid legal. And I used to sell it. I used to be pretty big into prepaid legal back in the day. I have not done anything with it for years. I would suggest you Google it and do some good research on it, and to see that it is a great way to make money. And especially with today and where our society has gone with some of these police officers just thinking that they own the streets, it's very sad. Again, it might protect you also for different things that you need. So I would suggest looking into that. Mary Kay's always been a great one for her skincare products. She's got a great way to go with that. There are many others, but I would suggest you pick your genre, something that you're most passionate about. If you're most passionate about skincare and stuff like that, woman products, man products, and stuff like that, hair care, then go with that kind of stuff. If you're into health and fitness, find a great health and fitness kind of company to do things with. If you're into jewelry, if you're into candles, there's all kinds of other little things. And all these, most of them require having little parties and having little get-togethers and stuff like that. So that's always something you want to look at as well, is this something that you're willing to commit to? The point is, the choices you make tomorrow, no matter what they are, will be your consequences or your rewards. Did I say that wrong? The choices that you make today will in turn be the choices and the consequences the rewards or the consequences that you have tomorrow or years to come. So that's my biggest thing that I can tell you straight out, is that just be prepared in your life for what is to come, what is happening now, and just try to live it every day. Be as fulfilled and grateful for absolutely everything that happens in your life, because you're not going to get it alive. I will talk to you soon. This is Lori Rhodes. Bye-bye.